women are in prison. Women in prison are not just women in prison, but their mothers in prison. Because, you know, most of the women in prison are the primary caregivers of their children before they become incarcerated. So we have a tendency to try to still be mothers from prison, you know, writing letters and calling as often as we can. The phone calls are very costly, so you can't always call. Then they came up with the email system, so then we would try to email if you could afford to do that. And visits were very difficult. So like I said, I would see my children at the most once a year. And sometimes it would be because a friend decided to bring them. My family couldn't necessarily afford the hardship to bring to bring my kids so far away to see me. So it was difficult. I had a span of time with my daughter's father, kept her from seeing me for a few years, and I ended up filing for visitation rights, and the judge denied it based on the fact that I was so far away from home and the length of time that I was serving. That decision ended up getting overturned, but it was just very difficult because my daughter went through a lot of things as far as stepmothers and them being abusive, and then my son has a disability, so he was sick a lot. And it was very difficult. It was one of the toughest parts of being incarcerated. Wow. I know for a fact that they're traumatized. I think emotionally they probably I think it's affected their self-esteem. I think emotionally they probably have never really felt loved in my absence, because even if you have a stepmother or a grandmother or an aunt who's raising you, they can never love you like your mother can. And I know that always made them feel like they were lesser than, or maybe not as special as the other people around them. I know it damaged them a lot. And I believe that they know that I love them, but I don't think that they really feel like whole and healthy like they would if I was around, if I was in their lives. Like, even though that I've been home, I still have never been in the same household with either one of my children. And I still see them every so often, and I visit with them every so often. If they were younger, that would have been really difficult, because let's say they were 5 and 10 years old, and me coming home and not being able to come home and live with them and be with them on a daily basis. I think that just would have further strained the relationship. They're young adults, so I guess we kind of deal with it, because most 41-year-old women probably don't live in the same house with their young adult children. When I was in prison, I thought I would come home and probably be the babysitting grandma and, you know, spend loads of time with my grandchildren. And then I came home and I realized that, you know, I really didn't have the patience for it. I really didn't have the desire, to be honest, to just be sitting still and bonding because I had so much energy that I just wanted to be on the go. You know, I was in school. I am in school. I'm still trying to, you know, get my career established. I'm still trying to get, you know, financially grounded. So I don't have a lot of patience for just sitting still and being. I'm still like trying to get all that bottled up energy, you know, out of me from being incarcerated all my youth, you know, all my 20s and all my 30s.